Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We've been discussing the fact that over 22,000 certified graduates are no longer going to be acknowledging that certificate anymore. The government would not, and even those who have gotten jobs within the civil service will be losing their jobs because the certificates are now null and void because they said that the universities that issued the certificates are not accredited. Now, before we went on a break, BC was saying, BC's comment made me ask the question, is it possible, aside from the ones that were outright scam, because the investigation found that some people simply bought the certificates. Are we saying that the entire 21,000 students bought the certificates? Could it be that some people, based on ignorance, attended classes with the expectation that their school probably gets accredited, or they've been told that we're processing it before you graduate, we're going to get it, and then they gave them the...
they may have been told that it was accredited.
And they did not know. So are there innocent people? Because there can be innocent people.
I'm not saying there might not be, but I'm saying there's a fault to you for not doing your due diligence. It took me years to get an admission. I finished 1999, and I had my sittings complete in WAEC. But to get an admission to a qualified, recognized university is a process. You do your investigations. All of us were going to Unilag because we thought Unilag was the only one. There were state universities that will later, my family members that have been needed, they go. You know, we go to accredited universities, and there's a process to accrediting a university, not just accrediting of or approving the university to run certain courses. We're talking of the university as an establishment that will award certificates. Now, a university that will award medical certificates must have certain facilities within. When the federal government said they've done their investigation of a certain number of universities between a certain period, I want to believe the standard is the same used for Nigerian universities. This is because when I got into LASU to study, I decided to combine my honors. So common law alongside Islamic honors. So all my electives were chosen from the Islamic department. While he was on a temporary accreditation, and I saw NUC officials coming time and time again to approve. So you see the department running to equip, getting professors on sabbatical from Unilorin, professors returning from Sudan, getting professors with their certificate that they can accredit, that the NUC would approve that this is because they will check. Your professors, we had our professors who had gone on sabbatical to Harvard, returned to Faculty of Law last week because the accreditation process was ongoing.
So our Nigerian government will leave Nigeria and go to Togo and put Nigeria standard of accrediting university.
No, let me take this call. Then we'll discuss the how the investigation could have taken place. Oyin has called in from Idrishaga. Welcome to the show. Good morning. I'm so sorry.
So now I'm not a member of the NUC, neither am I staff of the Ministry of Education, but this is how I think it runs. The government of Togo has its own Ministry of Education who should approve and put out universities that are accredited. The failure of the Togo government to do the needful as regards certain universities and be unable to answer questions as regards certain universities makes that process fail. And a Nigerian who has gone over there to choose a university, we get private university, they're too much for you. You chose to go over to Togo, wanted a different process. If a university in Togo guarantees you a degree in medicine in 2 years, not be university, trust me, now failure. You yourself open your eyes to enter it, you're supposed to know.
Hey, but that's different. That's not what they're telling us.
A university in Togo should not give you a law degree because it wouldn't even qualify you as an international student at the law school in Nigeria. And Nigerian law school has existed for years, approving even university graduates from Cameroon as existing under the bilateral agreement we had with Britain as a colony. So some things there, you will know. You should investigate your school before you say, this is the school I want to build. Because you graduate from a school, you become the representative of that school. You don't want to go representative Lafay because it's existing.
You shouldn't be Lafay. But they have English teachers in the school now.
English school? Their official language is French.
So the thing is, I would love to have callers who actually went through university in Benin Republic
and explain,
what the reality,
the process
was.
Are
you sure it's not just that you don't just distrust what government is saying?
No. I salute government. The fact that the investigation came out in January and then they took the step ahead to investigate, I applaud them for that. But then again, I know how sometimes we do that fire brigade approach. We just say, because we found out that some people are buying certificates. Okay, 22,000 people with certificate. We cancel it. No. I feel that there are students who have actually gone through the four walls of that institution because there is no credible information telling us that those institutions were illegal. There is no credible information telling us from the Togo government.
You are agreeing and you're questioning at the same time.
What I'm saying.
This is our own.
But do we do?
This is our own government now.
So we should believe our government.
That's the government we know. You can Togo government that you can't even see their minister will tell you that we approve a university and you believe them. Our government, who has the criteria to say these are the universities we approve without.
What criteria, for crying out loud?
The criteria we approve our own graduates, our own products here. Okay. And it is serious business here.
There are universities in...
For you to own a university.
I know there was a story around Cyprus and people going to study in Cyprus as well. Could it be that we're being distracted, BC? Because what we should focus our attention on as a country is improving our educational sector. Because this minister that is saying 22,000 certificates, 22,700 certificates are now fake. Degrees are now cancelled. He's aware that the current ASU are planning to go on strike.
Another strike,
because the agreement that was reached after the last strike is not being complied with.
So, Tope, I know that our government and our people, we like to take matters from the top. And I wouldn't fault it all the time because...
Let me take Onyonyi is back.
All right. Welcome, Onyi.
Seriously, welcome, Onyi.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for this topic. I'd like to contribute something. As much as we want to blame the students, which is right, we're not going to support terrible things happening and all of that. I think this is a people effect. This is an act of non-discipline issue from the top. And I'm always going to bring government kind of thing happen. When you have a system that condones rubbish, condones anything being done, and people keep watching and they see these things, they will do the easy way also. Who wants to go through the hard way? Let us ask yourself. When the only reason why some of us are complaining and saying things and saying, oh, this is bad, and because you're not in the position whereby you can have it easy also. You have things being done every day, you have complaints being done, who's talking about it? We have a government that we talked about a minister sharing palliatives as a birthday gift, and she won't tell me, it's not that Nigerians just blab and when we finish talking, anything is good. We have people collecting certificates every day now. Our former president collected a lot of certificates that doesn't need.
Thank you so much.
No, it was waffle.
So I was saying that we like to, solve our issues from the top, which I wouldn't fault most of the time because they say when government wakes up, it wakes up. And we need to right all wrongs. And we don't need to pause one to be able to handle another. If this is an aspect to say we want to clean out, to ensure that everyone who is working in Nigeria has the right certificate to do so, that's a good one, right? But on the other hand, I know that some people are asking questions of, you're supposed to investigate a school that you get into. We are forgetting that we have a lot of indigent people in our nation who are not very educated, who do not even understand what questions need to be asked. And children finish secondary school, they wait at home to get their WAEC and JAMB, and before you know it, everybody's saying, which school is your daughter going to? There's pressure for this child to get into school. And the parent who's probably selling fish or something, just gathering money together, does not understand what accreditation means. So you hear from your friends, nobody followed me to Delta State University to go and make inquiries. I went there by myself. So let's take, for instance, that university was a fake one. What do I do today? Because I did not have any, we are enlightened here. We are able to go online, make the research. No, aside from that, enlightenment. We're able to make research. We're able to ask questions to put our children in our schools. Most of us do not come from homes that our parents did that for us. So we did that all by ourselves. We just collect money here, this auntie sends money, that brother supports with money, and we find our way into the university. What is going to happen to those people? That's my concern. I am not saying we should stop the investigations. I'm just saying that it needs to be transparent.
Yeah.
We need to have the list of the schools that are accredited in those countries or in that particular country we're investigating, put it up on the website. Now, if you know that you went to any of these schools that are illegal, this is cancelled. There's nothing we can do for you because you have faulted or you have failed or something like that, right? So that it shows that we are transparent. So at the end of the day, we do not have universities coming up to sue the government for putting our name where our name is not supposed to be.
We have that for Nigeria. There's a list of accredited.
Where do we find it?
But we don't have. I don't think they will have it for.
No, Nigeria should provide us now from this investigation.
I would like. We have a phone call. Titiloye has called in from Magboro, I believe. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Well done.
Good morning.
I have to listen to contribute on this.
All right.
I want to believe that. Can you hear me?
Yes,
we can.
Okay, thank you. I want to believe that the desire for Nigeria to get certificates at all costs, by all means, because here we want this certificate, is one of the issues that we don't have. I can tell you this big issue will not be limited to only Togo and Benin. Even if you go to Western world, the way you will see many schools, the way you see many schools, people that have just acquired certificates just within 1-2 years, affiliated ones, you know that even there is fake schools, even in the Western world. But what should government do going forward? That is very important. And what is the fate of those who actually spent 4 years? I have someone who I know very well, who I even contributed money when he was going to the school in Benin. He used 4 years without coming home, and he believed that he went to good school, correct school, and I know that he stayed there, he graduated, he served. What happened to NYS then? He served now for like 6 years ago. What happened then that NYS could not do their due diligence before mobilizing him for service? What happened? Can't be a system where somebody can just go to the net and confirm this school, the school that I created. The minister said yesterday that even Nigeria, we have many schools that are still fake, people in Nigeria, and people are going there. So as much as you can blame people, let's also blame every sector that has not done what it's supposed to do. But some destiny are more or less like wasting every year they have invested in acquiring certificates.
Thank you so much, Titiloye. So we'll take a quick break. When we return, we'll discuss the online universities that are very many right now. People are studying right within their phone, their laptops, and they're getting certifications and certificates. We also know that there are universities, like the last caller said, within Nigeria, and the minister also mentioned, that are also not accredited. And the question BC asked, which is, how do we get the list of accredited universities and ensure that people don't fall into the scammers or people that have not gotten through the right certifications or get the right accreditation before they can give certificates, which is the issue. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.